Just over a month ago, we were departing Canada with the dream of sailing to Mexico. It was surreal to say we had made it to San Diego, the furthest point south in the US before we head to the next country.
My son John was tall and slim, and he had a leg for every limb. But now he's got no legs at all, for he ran a race with a cannonball. Timmy-roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddles, Timmy-roo-dum-da. Well, were you drunk or were you blind when you left your two fine legs behind? Or was it sailing on the sea when your two fine legs right down to the knees? Timmy-roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddles, Timmy-roo-dum-da.
The anchorage allowed for easy access to the airport, although perhaps a little too close at times. A free dinghy dock, even if we had to lock it like our lives depended on it, and good holding. Or perhaps it was too good? More on that later. After a few days, we decided to spend a night at the municipal dock so we could fill up on water and shower, but it seems that the local vagabonds have taken it over. It made for an interesting experience.
You guys suck at what you do, you suck at life. This harbor is a pile of You know what it is? It's a concentration camp. You're killing people out here. Literally killing people. I literally saved a man's life yesterday.
Despite that, we were stoked to find a free spot to anchor at the A9 anchorage, which was reserved for out-of-country visitors. We were given a 1-month permit, and we used the opportunity to bring Tanis, Tyler's mom, to the airport. But it was time to find adventure again, and we were still waiting for hurricane season to end in Mexico, so instead we headed back north. We attempted to leave the A9 anchorage, but ran into some difficulties. So we've managed to wrap our chain around a rock, which is the first time this has ever happened to us, getting hung up. Our plan, I could go get my scuba gear on, but instead we're gonna just let out some road and then drive clockwise around the rock, and hopefully that we'll be able to free ourselves up. See if it works.
Big rock?
Not really.
Can you see very well?
Yeah.
Okay, let's let a bunch out and drive in a circle.
Yeah, so we have to go that way,
Yeah.
that way.
We'll drive over and then let the bow float around.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Put this snubber on and let about 25 feet out. Okay, you should be able to give it a go now.
Yeah. Just gotta let it float now.
I think that's good.
Oh shit.
Let it
We hit the end that way. Oh.
I'm gonna go check again.
It's not coming? Shit. Just wait till everything settles. Don't jump in.
It's actually, we can't do that method.
Why?
Because it's like the anchor is actually over top, the chain of the anchor. I quickly realized I kind of suck at holding my breath, so got out the scuba gear, because this was going to be a little bit trickier than I thought. I'm just going to be in bed still, I just didn't want you to worry about me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
How is I'm trying to keep it that way.
It's
Do you see when it bounces back though? Like, can you tell?
Yeah, and it's not that much pressure.
Okay.
It's every time I make a move, I have to let the mud settle again.
Oh yeah. Okay, is it going okay though?
Yeah, it's just really, we're on the first ones that have wrapped around it.
Oh yeah? Okay.
If I wrapped it, I need like the boat to come forward a bit more.
Yeah, it's sketchy when I do that though.
Yeah.
Because it means that it's gonna go back and it's gonna hit hard.
I know, I just need to figure out what it's caught on.
The further forward I go, the better chance it's gonna slam. Did you end up like noticing what it was, or it just popped?
Yeah.
Scuba Steve.
Oh, that no weight belt.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a coral head or something. And then it had this like side protrusion coming out. And then it wrapped around one. And then the chain going to the boat had wrapped over that side. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Like a cleat.
Yeah, and then
Like a cleat.
when you were able to kind of give it enough forward, I was able to pull it out sideways off of that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good job.
That was silly.
Get dry, get warm. Let's just get the anchor up. I'll start motor and you can do your whole thing.
We were finally on the move and headed north again. We cruised up to Dana Point, where we picked up a new crew member, Matt, Tyler's buddy, who was frothing for some time in the water. We beat upwind to Catalina Island, where we'd be exploring for the next week. It was a bit of a bumpy ride. The harbor patrol were super friendly, and we waited our turn to be escorted to our assigned mooring.
What's your name?
My name's Kevin, but everybody calls me Schmitty. So
Schmitty,
nobody
nice.
remembers Kevin.
Tyler, Kaylene.
Tyler?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Remember Matt here?
Nice to meet you. Go. Got that?
Yeah.
You guys enjoy your stay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a spicy sail on our way over to Catalina, and I accidentally left the V-berth hatch open. Kind of made a mess. All of our bedding and mattresses were soaked with salt water, and we looked like a scene, drying them out amongst the massive yachts around us. Avalon Harbor, Catalina Island is known for its wine mixers, yachts, and vacationers looking for a luxury getaway weekend. And although we enjoyed our wine and watching the chaos of the mooring field, we were really there for one reason: the water. Just around the corner from the mooring, the Casino Point Underwater Park is located next to the famous casino building. This park is the first non-profit underwater park in the country and offers the best shore diving in California. The diverse undersea world at the underwater park offers both beginner and expert divers a dive experience like no other. The wildlife was amazing.
Serenading to sinking moons. Oh, I've been so blind as our love was slowly turning blue. My blood grew red. No, I can't believe that thing is true. Believe that thing you said. No, I don't.
We spent hours snorkeling and then got out our dive gear. It was the perfect spot for Tyler to test out some new gear and scuba for the first time since getting his swimming prosthetics.
Now I'm too high to fall. 7 seasons have come and gone, and I'm yours still. But this love is my song unsung. That's how you make me feel. this glowing dream. Baby, don't look back.
But after 2 nights at the mooring field at $60 a night, it was time to find a free anchorage. We headed to the west side of the island. Just a quick little scuba dive so I can get some shots of Matt spearfishing. Because I suck at holding my breath. Let's do it.
I mean, if you get something, pressure's on.
Yeah, dude.
I hate only half.
I know. One in. You got your safety team in.
Yeah, right.
The kelp forest here made for a magical dive and a treat coming from Canada's cold waters. I hung out below with all the fish the boys were trying to spear. After no success on the first mission, they went out again, without me, and came back with enough food for dinner, lunch, and tomorrow's dinner. Tyler and Matt both speared a couple California sheep's head, also known as poor man's lobster. It made for great eating.
I've been walking around, waiting for you to shine. People passing me by. Does it feel like I belong? Trying to keep it alive on this hungry side for a better confirmation.
Hey everyone! Real-time update here. We are currently in Ensenada, Mexico. We're just waiting on the hurricane season and we're about to head down the Baja coast. I'm just editing this episode right now and I realized that all of my footage from this Canon camera I accidentally put in slow-mo and which means that it had no audio. So managed to make the most of it for this episode, and I think it still turned out pretty good. But the next clips, I'm gonna attempt to make the most of it by doing a terrible voiceover. So feel free to laugh, leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. We've just left Catalina Island to head south back down to San Diego to drop off Matt. There's not really enough wind to sail yet, but it's supposed to fill in by morning, so we'll see. Oh man, that's so bad. Okay, let me try this instead. Matt probably is saying something about wanting to go surfing, and Tyler is probably talking about how much he loves Pam, our monitor, which has been working great, by the way. Here I am talking about the wind and sails, and then realizing my hair looks as salty as a mermaid's, so attempt to fix it, but really I just made it worse. I'm surprised it's not one giant dread by now, really. What an amazing way to end our week exploring Southern California by water. If you'd like to support our journey, you can find us on Patreon, where we post weekly real-time updates. We so appreciate it.